Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about Daniel's Wasteland album. But first, the mug is back. We should all be celebrating. The mug is back, probably because it's a new day. It's actually been 2 days since I filmed, and I've since done dishes. But the mug is back. All is well in the world. None of you care about the intricacies of my mug and its usage. I am aware. We're here to talk about Daniel instead. So, just to go over this is going to work, because it is a little different than normal. Normally, I would run through the track list, give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the almost score out of 10 at the end, but there is no album. It's just a song. So, when I do digital singles, I've done a lot more recently, but just in case, I'm going to run through the song, give you my thoughts on the song, and then I'm going to give the song a score out of 10 at the end. It's basically the same, but replace album with song. First, though, a few disclaimers. Disclaimer number 1. I've heard this song, 3 times so far. I just looped it while I was taking notes, so I'm a couple listens in, but my opinions on the song very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is, of course, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, now that the mug is back, I can show you that it does still say that music is subjective, and that is great. So, now that we have that out of the way, let's get started. And the song we have to discuss today is, of course, Wasteland, and this is probably Daniel's best title. This song goes off. I'm not sure if I'm willing to die on the hill that it's his best yet. I do still love Paranoia, but, this is up there for sure for me. It just has this dark, creepy element to it, which is my favorite thing about Paranoia. I love how creepy that song is, and, I'm so here for it here. I love it so much. But let's discuss the song, shall we? First, the background music is exceptional. It starts pretty toned down with this almost ominous element to it, and then it builds, it builds up, and by the time we get the chorus, it's great, and then it keeps going, and it keeps building, and by the time we get to the end of the song, it's an absolute experience. It's completely serving and slaying. As for the verses, they're quite good if you ask me. I do prefer the second one over the first one, but I did enjoy both of them. My only complaint regarding the verses, they're really short. I'm used to a short second verse. It's pretty standard K-pop at this point. You usually have a half-length second verse, but the first verse is also quite short, and I just wish there was a little bit more there. Also, maybe it's just because I'm in my musical theater era. I literally saw Les Mis last night. It was amazing, if you were wondering. I had a moment. I may have cried when Girlie died. It was a moment, but that's not the point. My point is, the first verse in particular, major musical theater elements. I could see this being in a musical, a Sweeney Todd type of musical. Anyway, the pre-chorus is great too, if you were wondering. It perfectly builds into the chorus itself, because the verses are pretty toned down, and the chorus, while not a banger chorus by any means, is a bit more, and I think the pre-chorus just does the perfect job of building that bridge between the two. And speaking of the chorus, I loved it. It's so good. It's probably my favorite part of the song, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of obsessed with it. Also, the bridge, bit of a moment, it switches back to that ominousness that the verses had, which I love. And also, Daniel sounds really good in the bridge. He honestly sounds great throughout the song. I'm not saying Daniel was a bad singer before, but I do believe he had stronger vocal lessons. I'm sure he's had vocal lessons throughout his time as a solo artist, but I think he either switched trainers, upped it to more times a week. I don't know what happened, but I feel like his vocals have really improved between this song and his last album. Although I could be crazy, who knows. Big picture though, this is definitely one of Daniel's best titles. The only title I can think of that I potentially like more than this is Paranoia. And I've heard Paranoia so many times at this point in my life that I feel like I can't properly stack them up against each other. I need a minute to listen to this song a lot more, and then I'll be able to compare them. But as of right now, I'm going to say this is my number 2 Daniel title. Paranoia can still be number 1 for now, but this one, very good. But with that, it is score time, and overall, I'm going to give this song a 9.8 out of 10. It's amazing. I feel like every part of the song perfectly is working together to build just such a masterpiece. The only thing is, I feel like there's something holding it back from a 10 out of 10. I've heard 10 out of 10 songs, at least 10 out of 10 to me, and I just know immediately. You can tell it's a 10 out of 10 song. This one, I feel like there's something missing. I don't know what is missing. I don't know what it could even theoretically be, but I feel like there's something missing. However, it's still an amazing song. So yeah, 9.8 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the song down below. Let me know how you feel. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter, @s_album_reviews. I will link that in the description, along with every Daniel review that I have done. So you can check all those out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!